Hello, friends. How are you doing? Good evening. It's November 1st, 2023. And I am sharing a little bit about the topic of survival mode tonight because, I personally have experienced survival mode a lot in my life. How about you? Survival mode. What is that like? What does that feel like? When you're growing up and life is challenging and there are so many obstacles and you're moving from one thing to the next, and then all of a sudden you're an adult and you have to figure it out, and maybe you have kids or maybe you don't, but maybe you're trying to go to school or maybe you're just trying to get a job and you're trying to make a living, and then you're hustling and you're trying to work out your relationships and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. We hear that phrase that says go from surviving to thriving, right? Like the big promise that people want to give us. You can move from surviving to thriving. But what is thriving? What does thriving really mean? Maybe a thought comes into your head, maybe an idea or an image pops in your mind of what thriving might look like for you. Maybe it's you're making a comfortable living and you have enough money to take care of yourself without worrying, and your family without worrying, and you're you're not, hustling, you're not like rushing, you're not like trying to just get by, right? So the secret to that is enter rest. Now you might say, I don't have time to rest. I've got stuff to do. I got to finish all this. I got to make this happen, or else it's all going to fall apart, or I'm not going to get where I want. I'm never going to make it if I rest. Rest is for the wicked. Rest, rest. Whoever got anywhere with rest, whoever said success comes by resting. We can't just sit around and sleep all day. What I'm talking about is restoration, to repair and restore our energy. We have to fill our cup. We can't just keep going and expect that our health is going to be okay. How are we going to make it to thriving if our minds are falling apart because we're so stressed out? Our bodies are falling apart because we're so stressed out. Our relationships are falling apart because we're so stressed out. All those passion projects we wanted to get to, we never get to them because we're so stressed out. And so what I'm talking about is that the opposite of survival mode is not thriving. It's actually rest mode, because survival mode is a signal to our system that we're in danger, that we're not safe. And when our bodies receive that signal from the fear center, that signal from the amygdala that says, okay, body, shut down now. I don't need to digest food. I need to have a high heart rate. We need to get more adrenaline and cortisol going. Forget about all those happy hormones. We're trying to run from the demons. We're trying to get out of danger. And when we're always pressing up against that feeling, oh, it is so distressing, isn't it? I know for sure that it doesn't work. I know for sure because my entire left side of my body shut down on me. It was my signal that you can't keep going at this pace. This isn't sustainable. I know for sure because I also had a situation where my entire right shoulder was frozen, my whole body seized up on me. The first time when my left side of my body shut down in 2002, we thought it might have been multiple sclerosis, and it might have been actually MS. It might have been. But what I did to overcome that was to find help, was to find assistance from the universe in the form of beautiful human beings who introduced me to energy healing, to acupuncture, to meditation, to therapy, right? To talking, to sharing about what I was going through. And all these years that I've been doing this work on myself and helping others has shown me that so many of us are in that same boat. So many of us are just trying to, make it through the day. And I know that's kind of where we are now too, as a collective. There's wars happening. We're not in a time of peace in this world. We're in the time of great turmoil and confusion. And so that requires each and every one of us to do the deep shadow work of facing those ways that we're getting in our own way by pushing too hard, by ingesting too much fear energy, and heal those inner child wounds and clear those intergenerational trauma patterns and get a reconnected feeling and sense that we have the source of wisdom and energy within us to be able to move through the challenges of our lives, to reconnect with that spiritual wisdom and that source within. So the opposite of survival mode is rest mode. Remember to take those pauses throughout your day to tune in and check in with yourself. Do you do that? Do you check in with yourself? Do you take time throughout your day to pause, to ask yourself, what do you need? What do I need? So this is just your friendly reminder. And I'll keep reminding you over and over and over. And it's also an invitation to join me for a healing immersion coming up November 9th through 11th. 2 hours in the evening, Thursday night, 2 hours in the evening, Friday night, and 2 hours in the afternoon on Saturday, the 11th, which is 11/11. It's a very ideal numerology day to get into alignment with your own inner knowing, your intuition, and give yourself the space to rest and release and let go. So it's 7 to 9 p.m. Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Friday, and then 4 to 6 on Saturday. Those are Eastern times, Eastern time. I'll put the details below this video. We're going to be doing some breath work. We're going to be doing some introspection. We're going to be doing some mindfulness exercises and some somatic healing and quantum healing processes to tap into that theta state and be able to open up to the realm of possibilities and channel some messages from your own inner healer. It's going to be very, very special and sacred. We're going to hold space for all of it. And it all happens on Zoom. It's $90. It's only $30 a day. So I hope you'll join me. It's for women. It's a special time for us to come together and share healing space together. I invite you to this healing immersion. It's called Expand, and it happens on Zoom. And I hope you remember to take those pauses throughout your day. Give yourself that space, that time that you need for yourself. Okay, everyone. Peace and blessings. I'll see you next time. Stay tuned. I've got a special meditative healing video coming up. All right. Ciao for now. Bye, everybody.